Hi everyone. So today I am building what I call a pod. This this device is a a a board that has a light detector and a relay system. I built this from pretty much from scratch. What we're doing here is that we are basically waterproofing this because this is part of the electronics in the pad, the motorcycle pad that we have outside. This is part of it during the at night or during twilight. Basically the security system comes alive and it has several features, this being one of them. I have a number of LED spotlights. Let me see if I can get you one. Here we go. It's this is a 12 volt 10 watt LED. I have something like 10 of them or something like that. And so I have one of these overhead, and around the perimeter I have a high power LED waterproof strip. In the back I have a motion detecting system which would flash the lights in red should anybody breach the perimeter while I'm not there, and it's just part of the security system that has a camera and all. Now the control systems are all individual. They are controlled by all the electronics in the cabinet that will be attached to the pad. That's what we call where we park the bikes, the pad. This is August now. We've been doing this since February. We built the concrete pad. This is all part of the same video, so I'm not going to go into detail because we're just concentrating on this. So here we go. I temporarily have this here because I need to put a barrier here. Now on the other side I will be doing the same thing. Now on the other side I'm going to be doing the same thing that I did here, and this is a series of heat shrink tubing that goes from big to small. So this is the first one. It's 3-to-1 shrinking. So this here is about, let's see, this is 3.5. This is 3.5, and this goes on this end here, and it waterproof seals the other end just like I did here. So I'm going to I'm trying to shrink this to make this completely round, and I'm going to take this off. And now, remember guys, this is not a how-to. This is more like illustrating what we're doing. But this has been our main project for the past half year now. So now I'm going to cut this. What I did is cut it right about here. So I'm going to mark that. just a small mark right about here. I'm going to cut that. Okay, it's been a while since I used these shears, and I just found them again while I was cleaning. So no, it's not gonna work all that. This is very thick. The thickness of this is about I don't know, about maybe like 2 millimeters. I am in a wild chase looking for the shears. Okay, so let's try to cut this. These cut through steel, and even though they are like right there. Let me get this all out of the way. And here we go. We're going to shrink this. This is a process. I'm waiting for it to reach about 400 degrees. It's a very long, drawn out process. Here we go. When I am using this type of heat shrink tubing, and I never use fire. You use fire and it's just gonna be a disaster, because you end up splitting the material. When we're done with all of the other sub projects that are taking place in the construction of the pad, we will go a little bit more into details as to how these electronics came to be. There is a number of modules that are built into the. Sorry, I didn't notice that it was not recording there. A lot of modules that are part of the cabinet, and it ended up being a cabinet because when I first started running all the electronics, this is a problem, and now it became more of a problem because now I have to stop everything in order to retrieve that. Before it becomes a problem. I was hoping to use that metal washer to keep the entire tube round. That didn't quite work out. On my previous builds, it never mushroomed in outwards like that. So this is the first time this happens. So I'm trying to force it into the correct configuration that I need it to be. But there are a number of these pods that I built. I'll take it like that. Being that this is one of the last pods that I'm building, I needed to, I decided to just go ahead and record this because I would miss the chance otherwise. What I do is that once I finish these pods, I introduce it into the frame of the pod, and they become part of the working environment. Right now, this works the other one that I built previous to this works very well. Somewhere around twilight, it kicks in. The whole thing works from solar panels. Everything is working the way that it was designed. Of course, it's a whole process. However, at the end, the product was exactly what we needed to do. Okay, I'm bringing the heat shrink kit into this. I'm going to build a. I'm going to start stacking the tubes, nest them one inside the other, in order for them to become a waterproof container. So we have another one. This one goes right here, like so. Before that, I want to give it a little bit more that should do it. Let's cut a little bit off of that, measure and cut. I decided to this tube you can buy in a big box store. They are sold in, I believe, 4 feet pieces. 4 feet pieces, and they work great once you wash all of the tags that they put on them. That's my biggest complaint, the tags. But the thing about this is once it becomes, it starts melting and shrinking, it becomes a lot stronger. I use a lot of heat shrink tubing because it gives me a waterproof product. And it shrunk. This is about the same as 3-to-1. So when you shrink this type of product, what I found that the best thing to do is to do it in increments. So now I need to find a smaller diameter. If you didn't, please go and catch the video on our system of organization, which is something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 18, about 36 boxes, and they are double. There we go. So there we go. We have the next step. This is kind of tedious. I have been doing this all about a month with all the electronics. I have been running UV light testing to test whether this system will stand up to the sun, the temperature changes, and so far it has passed all of those tests. So we have there yet another step. I think that I want to do one more step, and for that I'm going to cut one of these. This will probably seal the wires. There we go. And now you have to be patient. It's very it will test your patience. There's no question about it. I have lost it a few times. That's why I have been working off camera all these months, because I don't want to start on a micro project and then ruin it with something that at first doesn't work. And here we go. I think, the heat gun demands a lot of safety protocols. Anyhow, on this end, I have a system where everything plugs in via these connectors, barrel connectors. Yeah, the light is being really harsh, and I apologize for that. But these you can buy these off of eBay. These barrel connectors. They are completely configurable. You can configure them however you want. And this is basically, and I'm going to tap into the existing light that I have on top, which is one of these. And I'm gonna tap into that wire. That's why I have those these wires like that. But this side is finished, and this will plug into the wires. I have them going from the pad underground into the wiring of the cabinet. And let me just give you a little preview. And please be forewarned. This is not a finished product. This is only what I have going so far. And this is part of the cabinet. The cabinet sits about 6 feet tall, It contains all of the batteries, and they go into I have in the backyard a mini solar farm, and that provides um, each one of these is a 12-volt system, as you can see there. Oh, as you can see there and there. Each one of those is a solar controller that feeds its own battery system. As you can tell right now, it is charging. It's charging the battery, and these are going to the pad right now. They are feeding the energy to the systems that are already in place. These, like this one here, and this one here, and one down there, those are microcontrollers. You can see there. These are microcontrollers, and on the opposite side of this, on the other side, is a system of relays, and they work through an application that I can control from any computer or from even my smartwatch. So it's fully operational. I just need to put it together a little bit better, and it looks like almost like Legos. And to tell you the truth, and there's no Legos there. The only Legos that I have is providing a platform for my laptop there, and that's so that way it has air coming through, so to cool down the laptop. But these are not Legos. These are 3D printed panels that we made in order to accommodate all of these electronics. So as you see, there's a camera over there, and that camera is connected to this microcontroller that tells me what is the total output power of the whole system at any given point, so that way I know that it's working properly. This is a system to open and close the door. This, we're looking at the cabinet from the side, and this here is on this like a tray. It opens up towards the front. That is the front. These are channels where the wiring will be coming through from the outside, from the solar panels. Again, I feel very tempted to do a presentation on this system, and it's very tempting to just go on, because it's been a very long project. Like I said, I have been working on this since February, but this is not the only thing. This is concurrent with all the other projects that I have been working with, and they have been all geared towards the same thing, in order to provide security, power, and it gives you a failover, because when we have any lack of electrical power, our battery system takes over. There's no loss of power, and that ensures the safety of the motorcycles, for one thing, and it also provides us with the power that we would need at any rate. Let me give you a little. You see that there? That is a solar panel outside with no battery, nothing, and that gives us electric power, free power. We have a number of them. We have totally gone solar. For for all of the projects that we're running, we are working on solar energy because it's a lot more reliable than our electric service. Our electric service, when somebody goes cutting grass somewhere and it goes out. So here, instead of putting a traditional lock, I made this electronic lock for the door, and I have the panel that goes here, and that panel goes screwed into the whole cabinet. The cabinet is about, I don't know, about 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet by 6 feet, and it ended up being this huge monster only because of necessity, because I kept putting batteries into the system, and the whole system is scalable, so it scaled up pretty fast. And now once everything is finished here, because as you can tell, there is a number of things that are just loose wires, and because it's still under development, as you can see there. This one here goes to another microcontroller. This goes to the overhead lighting in the pad. This goes to security cameras, etc., etc. So it's a really exciting project. At the same time, as if this wasn't bad enough, at the same time, rebuilding an AI driven system that we will be presenting later on. It just happened to be because we have been working with these microcontrollers. They have been the inspiration for other projects. So right now, I'm just going to cut it short here after a 30-minute video, that is. Please stay tuned, because once this barrage of videos come in, it's just going to be non-stop, because we have been saving all of the cool stuff for one blowout video. So till then, take it easy and be safe out there. Bye.